Hi, this is Rainbow Harmony, here to help you find balance and peace to live a more colorful life. And I'm out here at the beach on a little bit of an overcast day to do a reading for you guys. And this is just what message do you need to hear right now? We've been through a lot collectively, you guys. All those eclipses, solar eclipses, lunar eclipses. What did we have? We had a Venus retrograde, Mercury retrograde, Pluto retrograde, Trine retrograde, friggin' Neptune retrograde. There's like so much going on. I can't even keep track of it. It's been the best of times, it's been the worst of times, and I have been talking to so many of you guys lately in personal readings about just everything under the sun. And it seems like right now on the planet is a huge time of awakening and a huge time of purification. So I say that kind of sarcastically and with a smile on my face, because sometimes you just gotta laugh at the cosmic joke in situations. But in all seriousness, I know some of you guys are really going through it right now and you need to get some words. So I'm out here in a relaxing location to bring you just an uplifting message of peace and hope that you can claim if you would like to. So keep in mind, this is a general reading. It may not resonate with everyone, so only trust the parts of the reading that resonate the most with you. And in order to get your message, all you have to do is choose an object. So we've got number 1, the lavender crystal. Number 2, the airplane. And number 3, the rock. And once you have chosen, you can head down below to the comments or to the description where the timestamps will be posted, so you can automatically fast forward to your part in the reading. If you choose number 1, we're going to get started right away. Those of you guys who choose number 1, let's get your reading. We're going to shuffle the cards and we're going to see what comes out for you. Oh, yes. I'm loving that. Good messages already. Okay, so the first card that you're getting is actually the Sun. And for those of you guys that know the tarot well, this is the most uplifting, rewarding, happiest, most positive card in the entire tarot deck. In fact, if you are asking a yes or no question to the tarot, the Sun is the only card that means a definitive yes. And so this is like a big yes from the universe, a big blessing coming down from above, telling you that you and your family and your finances and your relationship, your love life, everything is going to be working out for the better. But it's funny because the card I see right next to the Sun is the 7 of Swords. And you can see this fox here. This fox is kind of like a trickster energy. And it's also, the fox is curled up. The fox is usually a sign of movement, of going somewhere, moving forward, literally maybe relocating somewhere, traveling. And this fox is kind of stuck and shy. And so this is a message of things that have been blocked and energies that have been stagnant and feeling like you're stuck in the same place. And no matter how many times you try to get through this problem or to break down this barrier, your swords, your energy just keeps ricocheting off of it. So there's a message to you to remember that resistance makes stronger. Whatever you resist persists. And so it's true that whatever's happening in your life, eventually you must welcome it. Even if it's something horrible, a death or a loss or trauma, it doesn't mean you have to be okay with it. It's kind of a natural part of the grieving process at first to be shocked or to be in denial or to bargain. But eventually the anger and the sadness breaks through and you feel these intense emotions and you question things and you kind of purge this energy, and eventually you get through to a place of acceptance where you're not trying to fight what is anymore, where you're accepting it, where the horrible things or the contrast that has happened is not weighing so heavily on your shoulders. You're not identifying with it anymore. You're able to actually move forward and be happy again in your own way. And so this is reminding you that this is a cycle. It's all a cycle. It's all a pattern. Remember that even when you're going through the darkest, deepest times. I'm not trying to give you a message here about just be positive and get over it if something bad has happened or if you're really going through it, but it's telling you a tip to make this a little bit easier on yourself is to remember that this is part of the cycle of life. We have seasons of rebirth and new beginnings and expansion, and we also have seasons of death and like purging, shedding, chaos, and destruction. Just like the trees in the winter are shedding their leaves and spindly and everything's kind of stuck and frozen, and then it grows back again and blossoms and blooms in the spring, so do you. None of us are immune to these cycles and seasons here on this planet. And if you have been watching my channel for a while, you'll know that this is one of the biggest messages that I give here on the channel, because I find that learning your own rhythm and paying attention to the cycles that you're going through in your life and kind of figuring out where you're at in your own personal life cycle can be really helpful. It can point you towards when your next season of growth is going to be. It can help you feel a little bit less alone or a little bit less lost. It'll remind you not to fight it when you do sometimes go through those death or destruction phases. So this is a reminder to you that despite all appearances, there is a sense of natural balance and justice and order to this world. You call it karma, harmony, whatever you want to call it, but there is that. There's always going to be dark. There's always going to be light, there's always going to be a contrast, but in the middle is justice. Your justice will be served. I'm not sure what your situation is. I've got a lot of different people coming to this reading today, but maybe you just needed to hear that justice will be served in your situation and that your just rewards will be yours. So I hope that this message resonates with you. Thank you so much for coming to my channel, and I will see you next time. Peace out. So for those of you guys who choose number 2, let's go ahead and get your message. And you chose the airplane. So it makes me feel like you're just ready to blast on out of this situation. Maybe you're feeling a little bit of wanderlust and you really want to travel, or maybe some of your plans got canceled because of world events. I feel you. You guys know that I'm a world traveler. I know what it's like to feel kind of a little stuck during this time, what we're all going through. If you're looking forward to travel or you want to leave your situation behind, you're going to make it happen. You're going to create it. There is a solution coming. That's the first message I'm getting. And look, here's the world. Maybe some of you guys are just feeling this call to get outside of your normal little town where you live or the lifestyle that you're living. You really want to seek adventure and explore. And so I had no idea that this message was literally going to be about travel, but here we are talking about it, and boy do I have a lot to say. So here's your little airplane here. This is definitely a message for you that this could be helpful for you. Even if you can't technically travel right now or leave your country, you can certainly make some type of vision board for where you would like to go or what type of experiences that you would like to have. This is kind of how it all started for me, was making a vision board of the places that I wanted to visit, the types of experiences that I wanted to have. And it's very powerful when you take pictures and you assemble them together. You know, if you've ever seen that movie The Secret, I mean, I think there's a little bit more behind it than that movie makes it seem. That's a whole other rant. You definitely have to do work and you definitely have to make it happen. It's not all just make a vision board and everything's going to come true, but the vision board can help you to clarify your intentions. And that's why sometimes we can't manifest travel or we can't manifest the things we want, because we have so many things just going on in our head that actually organizing those thoughts can really help. So just simplify it. Make a vision board of where you would like to go. Start asking yourself, what can I do right now to start getting the money or the funds, or maybe looking forward to the opportunity. I don't think that you're gonna be totally stuck forever and not being able to travel anywhere. Maybe that's something you've been struggling with, just feeling like your freedom of being able to travel and go different places, or the vacation you had planned or whatever has been canceled, and it can be really frustrating. And maybe part of you is feeling like, well, maybe I should count my blessings and you know, at least like I'm healthy or this or that, and you know, it's a small price to pay if, you know, people are safe, and I totally agree with that. But it's okay if you need to mourn the fact that you're upset about this, or that you are feeling like you're missing out or feeling a little stuck. But I just want you to know that you can move forward with making these plans. You can move forward with making this vision board. Be open to whatever timeline this wants to manifest. And for some of you guys, this is talking about not traveling, but actually getting out into the world, bringing some type of idea or purpose, or even yourself out into the world. Maybe you're living with family and you're moving forward. Maybe you're graduating college. Maybe you and your family want to pack up and move to another place for a new opportunity. So it is that energy of a blessing of keep moving forward with this plan or keep moving forward with this idea. You're very, very close. And eclipse season has kind of broken down for you all of these things that were in your way. All the blockages have been clearing and clearing and clearing, and it's refocused you on what it is that you want. So this is kind of a message for you of manifestation, of no matter what is happening around you, you can still manifest what you want. Your manifestations will still come through. You don't have to give up just because there's stuff going on in the world. There's always going to be stuff going on in the world. This is the message that's been helping me lately. And I'm just going to tell you guys, I'm putting the cards down, I'm just going to tell you what's been helping me is during everything that's been going on. It's just reminding myself that there's always going to be something. I mean, there was freaking AIDS, there's freaking World War II, there's I don't even know, just think back on history. If you look back in history, you're going to see that there's always stuff going on. There's always people who are pulling strings. There's always going to be something to be afraid of. That doesn't mean that you should be ignorant, and it doesn't mean you shouldn't be responsible, but or you should be irresponsible or something. Definitely pay attention and do your part, whatever you're being called to do right now. But also keep in mind that a lot of it is an illusion, that a lot of it is just a natural part of the natural contrast of this world. You can still live, you can still love, you can still enjoy your life no matter what's going on. And you also don't have to feel bad if some of the rough and tumble of what's going on in the world is hitting you hard, because you're gonna have good days and bad days. It might be hard feeling a little out of control, but you do have control of your perception. You do have control of how you see things and how you process things. So pay attention to your inner processes right now. Pay attention to your emotions, pay attention to your feelings, pay attention to what energy sources, news sources, media sources, all that kind of stuff you're tapping into right now, and decide to tap into what your truth is. Decide to tap into what is important for you and focus your energy on that. And if anything else, come focus your energy in nature, because this is the place that is going to heal you. This is the place that's going to get your mind off everything. This is the place that's going to remind you of what really is true and what really is stable and what really is secure. This out here is what the truth really is about, you guys. This out here is where your abundance lies. This is where your birthright is. This is who you are. Don't forget that. This can never be taken from you. So I hope that this message resonates with you. Thank you so much for coming to my channel, and I will see you next time. Peace out. So for those of you guys who choose number 3, let's go ahead and get your message, okay? What is going on in your life? What do you need to know today? I've gotten so much different information. It's interesting. Oh, you'll be happy. The first card is a really, really good one. Okay, so the first card, you can have breathe a big sigh of relief because you're getting the Wheel of Fortune. I'm gonna say that this might be my favorite card in the tarot as far as the positive cards go. The Sun is also really awesome, but this is the Wheel of Fortune, and this is yes, everything is going in your favor. And it's you need to know that, because you might feel right now like everything is being taken from you, but in fact, everything is being given to you. I say that a lot, nothing's being taken from you, everything's being given to you. And here, I actually feel like you right now have been really focused on your spirituality, whatever that means for you. Spirituality doesn't mean tarot, Reiki, crystals, or whatever. Spirituality is about yourself, the side of you that exists beyond this flesh. It is your soul, the inside, what's going on in your inner world. So what's been happening in the outer reality in the world right now has actually been bringing you inside to your inner processes, and to look at how you're processing things, to look at how you're observing your experience and your reality. So you've changed some things, you've done a little bit of cleaning, and your third eye is woke. You're like woke right now. And it's almost like you've got this shield of beautiful energy and aura around you that's protecting you from everything that's coming your way. So this is telling you, keep your energy strong, keep going, because you're very, very close to breaking through to your new beginning, and this Wheel of Fortune is coming down on you. This card right here is talking about your sorrow. It's acknowledging the painful experience that you've had. Things are definitely going your way, your cup is being filled, but there's a sadness here. And to me, the first thing that came to my mind was a breakup or a separation in love, like a disconnection from someone that you love, or an unrequited love, or a breakup or divorce or something that you're experiencing, and that has been really kind of tainting your experience for a while, and it's just been taking you through this grieving process. If it's not a divorce, then it's some other type of loss you've experienced. And so sometimes when we're going through loss and we're processing that, it's very, very normal to look around and just feel like the world is complete shit. And so it's telling you, if you're feeling like that, if you're feeling like the world is just complete crap, if you're feeling like nothing is like working out and like what's the point, just know that you aren't alone. I wake up some days and I feel that way too, and I think that's just part of this human experience. We see all the time on social media, everybody's happy and everybody's smiling, and it's just this highlight reel of everybody's life. And if you're going through a depression or a sadness or something, you can start feeling like so isolated. I've actually, like TMI, but I've been diagnosed with depression, and I'm actually not been feeling very depressed the past 2 years, ever since I left the Matrix and started traveling and like living my true purpose. But I still have my days, and before that, oh my gosh, like I had such an intense depression. And I love this quote that says, depressed simply means deep rest. If you need to rest, allow yourself to rest. Also, do not be afraid to seek professional help. That's one thing I want you guys to know. Do not be afraid to seek professional help from a licensed therapist or counselor or doctor or whatever, if you feel like you're really going through it. Don't feel like you have to suffer in silence, and in fact, you're not the only one that's suffering. There's a lot of people going through this. I just remember how isolating it was and how validating it was for me to hear that there's other people going through that you're not the only one. So this is telling you, you have a lot headed your way. I just want to keep telling you that there's some type of big blessing coming in, probably in the next 8 weeks or so, some big strike of illumination, some big opportunity, and it's coming on the other side of you cutting some cord. You made some space in your life. You let something or someone go, or like something was kind of just taken out of your life. But remember, nothing's being taken from you, everything's being given to you, and there is a blessing on the other side of this. There is a silver lining. So there's a message for you to just keep going. If you're going through hell, keep going. And this is a message I got earlier, I think for card number 1, telling you that justice is going to be served. This is a message I just keep getting, saying justice is going to be served. There is a natural order, there is a natural balance to this world, and this is a message to you that justice is going to be served in your situation. Call it karma, call it justice, call it harmony. Things are being balanced right now, and you don't need to do anything other than just welcome this beautiful new energy that's coming your way. So I hope that this message resonates with you. Thank you so much for coming to my channel, and I will see you next time. Peace out.